in the knee. I can hardly speak. I lose control. Oh, I got a real mic. I mean, kind of. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Let's get some people in here, and we'll get right into this live. I apologize. I'm late. I fell asleep. Y'all. I was knocked out. Oh, it was so cold. That cold was in my bones. Damn. The cold was in my bones, honey. The cold was in my bones. And then when I got home, y'all, I was just so tired. I was exhausted. Y'all. So that's why I fell asleep. I fell asleep last night. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Ooh, y'all. Y'all, it's a lot going on, honey. It is a lot going on up in these streets. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. It's a lot going on, honey. You know that's right, Red. Oh, I fell asleep. It was so cold here today. Oh, my God. We don't deserve this. We really don't. We don't deserve what we've been going through. It was 30-something degrees. We used to that. But, and however, the sun was sunning, but the wind was winning. And the wind it was like a biting wind. And it went right through you. It was horrible. If I turn on this light, I'm going to have to put on some glasses because this light be killing me. I missed the summer. I ran over here. Woo! Y'all, I'm working on something. We ain't going to get into some of that, but we going to get there. We definitely going to get there. But tonight, I had already planned a live and what we were going to talk about. We are still in the business of real, right, and uncut. Now, you know, we're not obsessed. But right now, we all in their business. It is a lot going on with real, right, and uncut. There are a lot of rumors. There are a lot of allegations against the channel holder. And, oh, here go my glasses, y'all. Shit. We will. I said we will get all up in that business. Okay? Because if somebody put it on the internet, we can talk about it. Now, we ain't doxing. We ain't no doxers over here. We ain't no motherfucking doxers. Okay? We don't do that. But if somebody else decide to dox, get your ass, and they put it on the internet, we might slide on and go. Oh, y'all, wait. Oh, shit. I'm trying to find my light. I feel like I might be a little... Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Hey. All right, y'all. Let me get situated. Honey. I don't feel like I'm situated. Let me get situated. Oh. So, anywho, the light still, y'all, the light ain't right. Hold on, let me move the light. Let me move it back a little bit. Okay. I think that's right. So anyway, like I said, we are. First of all, this is day 11. Day 11 of my. Hi, Lakeisha. Day 11 of my 30-day live stream challenge. And honey, it can get rough. It can get a little rough. I wanted to be able to say I'm coming, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if I need a nap, then I gotta take the nap. I gotta take the nap. And so that is what happened tonight, and that's why I'm almost 2 hours late. That's crazy. So anywho, we are back in the business of real, right, and uncut. Like I said, there are a lot of rumors, and apparently these rumors have been floating around for a while. And I wasn't necessarily, I really wasn't aware of a lot of it because, like I said, I don't follow the channel that crazy, like that. Even though the rumors that are rumoring, I wouldn't have found them out on the channel anyway, because obviously the person, the channel holder is not going to say that on the channel. But at this point, there are rumors going around about the channel holder. And most of you who are following this story, you already know that a couple of people that are interviewees that have are no longer on the show and that they are sober are accusing the channel holder of doing, in my opinion, some very grimy, dirty, no good, down low, ignorant ass shit. And although I deal with the similar situation with another content creator, street interviewer, Mucus from Atlanta Street Interviews, my issue with him is that he was having sexual relations with the interviewees and taking advantage of them in that way. And that made my skin crawl. And for that, I will always call him a homeless humper. Um, and so that's not the case over here on Real Right and Uncut. The accusations, and I did a video and I posted it. The accusation is that Ghost has, during the process of doing his interviews, allegedly, this is all hearsay and my opinion, but I'm going to do a full and more complete video, probably post it tomorrow, on my thoughts about this situation. Just to put it out there, I reached out to Ghost. Look, man, this is what people are saying about you. This is what I've heard. This is what I know you've heard, because you be over there lurking on certain channels. And, is it true? Shit. I mean, I don't expect him to say, yeah, I be giving them drugs. You know what I'm saying? I be giving it to him instead. I don't expect him to say that. But as me, as a fake journalist, I had to give him, I took one journalism class in college. And I remember the professor said, you got to call and get the people to say a statement. If they don't want to say a statement, then you can at least say you try. Yes, I took one journalism class. And let me tell y'all something. Let me go back even further back in my history of journalism. When I was in high school, I'm a decent writer and storyteller. And I got offered a full scholarship in journalism when I was in high school. My English teacher said, oh, y'all almost said my government name. He said, I think this will be a really great opportunity for you, da 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 da. But the school was in Connecticut, and I'm from Jersey. And my mom had already clearly said she was not sending us to any out of state schools. So I never told her. I was like, nah, I can't go. It's in Connecticut. My parents will never let me go there. So anyway, my point is that I'm almost a real journalist. I took one class in college and I was offered a scholarship. So with all of my knowledge, I reached out to Ghost. I emailed him, hey Ghost. And I said, yo, bro, I ain't say it like that. I could have been rich, Red. I fucked that up. I should have went to Connecticut. Ah. Anyway, so what I did, I couldn't think. Okay, so then I said, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna reach out to I'm gonna reach out to God, and I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna do a full video. And so I reached out to him and I said, look, this is, obviously, what the people are saying. And I, made it very clear to him my feelings about if it's true, because I'm still putting the if in front of it. I'm holding on to the motherfucking if. Because if it's true, if it's true, if it's true, and it's illegal, it's immoral, and you fucked up. Period. How dare you? But anyway, I'm working on that story on the back end. Also, hi Stephanie, if Stephanie is in here. And like I had said in another video, I never heard Stephanie out her mouth. I didn't hear it. But I know she typed it in certain people's comment sections on another channel. And so I reached back out to Stephanie. I said, Stephanie, is this true? I didn't check because, I've been asleep for 2 hours. But I said, is this true? I want to hear it from you. You don't have to tell me, but I am going to be putting together another story, further about this. And let me tell, like, if I feel like this is true, because I gotta tell, I'm still because I don't want to accuse nobody. I would never want to see nobody go back to prison. But and however, that is illegal. And you can't go to jail for being, an asshole in a way, because they are adult people. But you also, it's immoral and it is illegal to offer somebody drugs. We know that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But we are going to go back, and if you read the thumbnail, I said I wanted to talk about tonight. We're looking at 14 of the people on Real Right and Uncut, and we want to decide as a unit their prognosis. So in psychology and in medical field, we get prognosis. We say, the outcome of their life is going to be fair, good, or poor. And then, based on their behaviors and also based on their disease. And so all of these people have the disease of addiction. And addiction is a disease. The choice to use drugs is a choice, but your choice is taken away from you the more you use, and then the choice becomes I have to do it. I must do it. And I'll do it by any means necessary because now I am addicted. And so that's what these folks are dealing with, the addiction of abuse, the addiction of their drug use. So we're going to decide, guys. At first she said she heard. Now she said she did. Thank you, Pie. That Pie, you my witness. That's why I'm still like, Tracy said she heard. First, Stephanie said she heard. That's why I emailed Stephanie again. I'm like, what is it, yo? Did he give you drugs? Did he give you crack in exchange for a video? Straight the fuck out. Did he? Yes or no? Because there are people, that are going to be willing to contact the authorities if that went down, and let it be what it is, and do what it do. That's why I'm still I need, like, did that happen? I didn't say that he said, like, nah, man, you messing with somebody's life. Did it fucking happen? Did you see all the tea Lisa emailed to Prob? No. I saw some of it, but I know Lisa's. I'm not saying Lisa lying, but Lisa hated Ghost for a short amount of time, and we know that. Like Ghost can't control what Rob does. And Lisa does not do drugs. No, she does. No, I don't believe she does. I don't believe. I won't even say that. I don't believe she does. She's with a drug addict and somebody who's bisexual. Well, I mean, Rob said they met one time and he ain't left the apartment since then. So, is she? I believe her. So she and her family could be in serious danger. Really can be. That's why I don't like him because he's a doxer and he don't give a fuck. He over living in whatever he got going on what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? But you telling shit like that can get people hurt. If Ghost is this mother, if he this kingpin, that hard ass motherfucker, then what's he gonna do when he see that y'all been in communication and she don't told you all this shit? He ain't gotta put no hands on nobody, but hands can be put on. Like it's not a game. It's really not a game. That's why I'm still on the because everybody making the claims are suspect. Everybody's mad because they couldn't get the $30 after they got sober. And I've already explained that. It's about the views. If you're not bringing the views, then you're not going to get the video. And that's just what it is. But we going to be decided. I'm trying to find somebody's phone number. But we are going to look at the 3 ways that we think that the outcome is going to play out for the 14 people that we're going to talk about. So think about VC, Marley, Katie, Hollywood, Mike, Ghost, Crystal, the mother-daughter team, I can't think of their name, Granny, that we haven't seen for a while, Naya, Penelope, Eastside, Rob, and Stephanie. So 14 of them, we're going to look at who's going to, in our prediction, will end up in prison for an extended amount of time, who's going to overdose, and as a result of the overdose is going to be unalived, and who's going to go to rehab and have an extended amount of sobriety, a year or two. Hold on, y'all got to read. He got people believing in unicorns now. Ain't no way he KD now drugs on camera. Girl, you think you could squash the questions by watching that video in slow-mo. They all going to be pushing up Daisy. Damn, Pi. Wait, Pi, let's go through the people. So after I did my analysis, I concluded, and we're going to go through them, but out of the 14, 4 is going to end up in prison for an extended amount of time. 6 are going to overdose and be gone. And 4 will have rehab and they will be sober for at least a year plus. Some time. They're going to get some sober time. So let's start with VC. Will VC's outcome and prognosis be prison, overdose, or rehab? Put in the comments. P for prison, O for overdose, or he's going to go into rehab and he's going to get better. Now, VC, in my opinion, is overweight. He's fat, okay? And that is going to weigh in on the outcome. VC looks like he's got, the typical overweight situation going on. Maybe a little bit of diabetes, a little bit of cholesterol, some issues. He is in his mid-30s, but he's been using crack for years, plus other drugs. Allegedly, this is all allegedly, and based on our opinion of what they've shared on um online. So what do y'all think VC's prognosis is? Now somebody said VC can go to rehab and get better. I'm sorry, Taylor girl, you don't know these people. These people is from the street sector. We're doing real, right, and uncut. Real, right, and uncut. So, VC, in my opinion, is going to overdose. Why do I say that? Because of his health. He's looking worse and worse and worse. He looks worse physically, and all that goings and comings out of that apartment, in my opinion, if he don't go to rehab, which I don't believe he will because he's just having way too much fun in his apartment, hard pass from that net. I'm going to say VC, I'm putting him down for an overdose. I am. VC, now this don't have to happen, but based on what we know and based on how you looking, you very close to probably a heart attack. You're gonna take that one, and then you out of here. All right, let's move on to Marley. Let's look the prognosis for Marley: prison, overdose, rehab. Now Marley is young. She don't seem to have many health problems, but she is pregnant allegedly, because she be lying. Is Marley going to prison or jail? Um, Overdose or rehab? What y'all think about Marley? Marley, prison, overdose, or rehab? I agree with Pie and Red. I said prison. I believe Marley would end up in prison. She gonna do something. She jumping in cars with any drug dealer, anybody in the neighborhood. She gonna do something fucked up. For the sake of the baby, we almost hope she ends up in the prison. In prison, if she's really pregnant. And once she gets to prison and gets a significant amount of time, she'll have the baby and the baby will be taken into foster care. I mean, it's just, she was a foster child. And now, the way she lives her life, her child will most likely end up in care. Her mom is probably not going to want to raise a new baby. And so, therefore, her baby will end up in the system, just like she was. This is my prognosis. Oh, Lord. Katie. Katie is a 48-year-old woman. She's an alcoholic. She's done crack, more crack than they can make. Katie smoked it. And when she ain't smoking, she drinking straight from the bottle. Katie is 48 years old. What's your prognosis? Katie is 48, 49. I'm with you, Red. I put rehab. I put rehab for Katie. The problem is Katie's going to end up with cirrhosis of the liver and die a very horrible liver disease. Allegedly, maybe, if she don't get help right now. I think Katie can make it too. Katie has made it. Katie's been sober, according to her. I think she can get sober. The problem is it's going to be the health because she's such a hardcore drinker. It's going to be court order. I agree with that, Pie. I believe it'll be court order, but that's okay. The issue is once she settles herself and okay, I'm not going to fuck with the crack. Maybe she'll say I can't mess with the alcohol anymore because her liver is going to be so fucked up and bad that she's not even going to want to drink because she's going to be too sick to drink. But I believe she can have some good years left in her life with rehab. Katie, we think you can make it. Although I called you the kingpin and the shit starter of it all, We gonna put down that you can make it. We believe. Oh Lord. Hollywood, prison, overdose, or rehab in which he'll have the rest of his life. We gonna say the rest of his life that he can be sober. What y'all think about Hollywood? I think she will sober up. Maybe not at first. That's a good point. Hollywood. What y'all think is gonna happen to Hollywood? A overdose, prison, or rehab? Damn, Pie. I agree. Hollywood has chronic illnesses, chronic heart problems, breathing problems, lung problems, respiratory problems. Hollywood is going to most likely be found in his bed singing with the fit. You ain't right. We're being serious. Hollywood is going to be found, like I already told you, he looked like a little birdie that fell out the tree with no feathers yet. Just that's how they going to find him in his bed. And they ain't going to tell his mother for a while. Y'all ain't heard of nobody. They're not going to tell his mother because everybody know once Hollywood is dead that the mother is going to clean up. She's going to board up the windows. So they're going to probably put Hollywood in the freezer and let him stay in the freezer until one day his mom finally say, "Where's my baby?" Because he in the bed, mama. And then she going to say, "Let me see my baby." And that's when she going to open the freezer and they go Hollywood. They don't stuff him in the damn freezer because they ain't want to give up the house. But Hollywood, that's what I got you down for, darling. If you don't get it together, you out of here. Oh, y'all, Alicia saying, Alice saying, Hollywood is too far gone health-wise. Yeah, he is. Let him live the way he wants. You want Hollywood to live and die by the hand of the crack? You want Hollywood to go to heaven with crack in his system? Alice, don't do that. Don't do that. He don't need to go to heaven like that. He can have his health issues, and we know he got health issues, but that crack is going to send him there even quicker. So no, we don't want him to continue to do the crack. We know he got health problems. He does. He got serious health problems, but he don't have to go out like that. No, he has kids. Hollywood has one daughter. He got one daughter. He does have one daughter, and he has a one biracial granddaughter. That's why Hollywood said, "I ain't no racist." He has no intention of getting sober. I pray he will quit. I don't think he has any intentions. It's how can you be sober when you are in, you know what I mean? Like you're in the crack house. The crack is literally right there. Like how you going to be sober? You know what I mean? He's got a lot of years of using, and he's convinced himself that the crack, hi Vegas, he's convinced himself that the crack helps his breathing. He's convinced himself that the crack is an asset to him in his life. So chances of him going to rehab and getting better and all, no, he wouldn't survive prison for a long period of time. So the prognosis for Hollywood, I think we all agree, overdose. So we're looking at prison, overdose, or rehab. Next up is Magic Mike. God night to you too, Ivan. God night. Next up is Magic Mike. Now let me tell y'all something about Mike. Mike got bad feet. We know Mike got bad feet. I'm thinking he got them feet. I don't know if he got bunions and he can't put shoes on. If he got neuropathy because of diabetes. I don't know. Mike, right now, I actually circled all three for Mike. He could go either way. He can go to prison, he can overdose, or he can go to rehab. Rehab ordered by court. Either way. Mike, I got either way for Mike. He really can go either way. I don't see an overdose for him. unless he gets some real bad crack. I don't see that for him, but 6-7 for Mike. Let's do that. We're gonna do 6-7 for Mike. I don't know. He ain't gonna stay out of prison long enough to OD. Uh, Mike, Mike, actually, me being confused maybe a little bit about you because I could think you could do either way. We know Mike does well when he's in prison, but who wants to go to fucking prison in order to be okay? Some real time. Is he? Then that's where he'll go. He'll go back to his, practicing Islam and being the best Muslim that he can be and, all of the things. But, what is it going to be like when he is released? And if he's going to do state time, hard time, 10 years, 5 years, he'll be in his mid 60s by then. So what is that going to look like for him? Next up is Ghost. Yeah, Ghost, I had to put you on here too. What do we think the prognosis is for Ghost? So Ghost is the channel holder, and he is under scrutiny right now. But what is going to be his prognosis with his pending charges that he has, history of illegal activity? He admits that he was a little bit of a pill popper himself, but he is sober now. What is your prediction for Ghost? Because, all good things do come to an end. Damn! I must agree. I don't believe Ghost will overdose on anything. I think he is sober now. Why would he go to rehab? But prison is pending. And if I am 100, y'all, I'm still, once I'm convinced, when I'm convinced, prison all day. Hey, P, what up, girl? We going through 14 people on Real Right and Uncut, and we are making a decision about their prognosis, the future, and we're saying, will they go to prison, overdose, or go to rehab and have an extended amount of sobriety time? And so far, we said VC is going to overdose, Marley's going to prison, Katie's going to go to rehab, Hollywood is going to go be with Jesus. He's going to overdose. Mike, we're not sure of. We're basically saying it could go either way for him, either way. And Ghost, based on the allegations, you going back to prison, brother. You going back to prison. You going back to prison. Based on the allegations, but the jury's still out for me. I hate to say this, but I could see Ghost off himself before looking bad and going back to prison. He is so worried about his image. I don't know if he got enough guts to do that. I don't know if I could see him fleeing the country. I could see that. Hell, if I was facing 20 years and I already done did 20. Hi, Canada. Hi, Mexico. Hi, Cuba. You make it to Cuba, ain't nobody coming to get you. Because Cuba don't like Americans. They let you come right on over there and live your best life. So, that's all I'm saying. Because I ain't doing 20 years. I ain't going to be able to do it. But does he really have that kind of money? The way he act, he do. The way he act, he do. To go to Cuba, it ain't going to cost that much. Allegedly. Hi, Kathy. Did I say hi yet? Anyway, y'all, we're going to move on to Crystal. Crystal has been using drugs probably since she was a teenager, allegedly. She's been using for a long time. Crystal is a bit overweight. I'm not sure if she has health issues. She always seems to be tired, but she's a lazy drug addict. Crystal is a lazy drug addict, meaning she just, damn pie. She just, Crystal the type, she just be in the crack house waiting for somebody else to go bring it back. She just want to be chilling in the trap, but she ain't want to be out there going and get it like our girl KD. Like she don't want to give up that ass. She don't want to do none of that. She's very lazy, Alicia. She's very lazy. But she's been able to be that way because Crystal is cute. Crystal got a little swag about her. She big bone, but she got a little body, yada yada. So Crystal been able to use that to her advantage. She's not a hustler. She's lazy. She's the only child. She's probably always been given everything she wanted. So that's what makes her a lazy drug addict. And as she was younger, she didn't really have to hustle like that. And then when she got a little older, she had a drug dealer, Black, rest in peace. So she ain't really have to, that's why she over there cozying up with Mike. Like, ooh, like, come on now, girl. But Crystal, I agree with you guys. I agree with you, Red. I put Crystal down for rehab. I put Crystal down for rehab. I think Crystal can rehab and have a decent amount of sobriety, especially once her cushion is no longer available to her. Was Black ever on camera? Just real quick like this. See this? That's how quick Black was on. That's how much Black was like, if you don't get that motherfucking camera out of my face, bitch. Nah, Black wasn't on camera like that. Plus, he wasn't really claiming Crystal. He had a whole woman. Black had a real woman. Crystal was just his side hoe that he went down and saw down in the country. And sometimes he'll put her up in a hotel and do it to her for a couple of days. Crystal wasn't his real woman. He had a real woman. Why do you think Crystal wasn't at the funeral? Was she? I don't think so. Anywho, the mother and daughter. Now, I don't know the mother and daughter's name, y'all. The mother and daughter that we see, they both use. There's a granddaughter there who beats both of them up whenever she feels like it. I don't know their names. Honestly, they're just. I put both of them down for overdose. I did. And the only reason why I did that because I'm having like some transference with them because I knew a mother-daughter team that used together. The daughter was my client. And I skip right through their videos. I'm really not interested. All they want to do is do the video, get the drug. Get the money and go right back upstairs and use again. They both lazy, don't want to work, don't want to do shit, just want to hustle just to make enough money to get high again. It's very, their behavior to me is just, ugh. And then they have a granddaughter, the daughter is there. They've destroyed her, as a person based on their behavior. So like I was saying, when I look at them, they remind me of a client that I once had. Her and her mother both used heroin, and they ended up overdosing together. They lived, Fee and her daughter Kiki. Okay, thank you, Angela. They let me write that down, child, because let me see, that's Fee and her daughter Kiki. Anyway, so these two were using heroin together. They ended up getting a bad bag of heroin, and they shot. They both shot up, and when they nod out, right? But what happened was they both overdosed together, right? And so they overdosed together and they died together. But because nobody really fucked with them in the family and all of that, they was in that apartment for like, it was weeks. They was in an apartment for a couple of weeks before anybody discovered them. Well, the neighbors discovered them because they was starting to smell. And they were like in an apartment building, just like Fee. I'm telling you, when I watch them, I got to turn because it reminds me of that situation. And I'm like, for me, I put overdose for them, and they're going to overdose together. If they don't get some help, some rehab, something. But that's what I put down for them. And that's only because of my own thoughts about them. When I look at them and their situation, is so similar to that situation, and they died together, overdosed together, died together, decompensated. Is that the word, y'all? When your body is just decompensating, decomposing, and they were decomposing together. So yeah, that's how I feel about them. Now y'all remember Granny? Why hasn't Granny been on the channel? Granny, I haven't seen anything with Granny lately. I don't think Granny like ghosts like that. I think Granny is an old school, and that might the rumor about ghosts might have something to do with why Granny never really be feeling him. And he be like, Granny, oh, there go my beautiful Granny. Oh, there go my beautiful, oh, Granny, you so cute. Oh, you fine. Granny be looking at him like, Negro, give me my money. Or my, Granny can't stand his ass. And I think it has a lot to do with like Granny look like the type, like if I was sober, I would let you have it. Like if I was sober, I would let you fucking have it. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So Granny, I'm gonna say for Granny, because she is older and she a chronic user, and they say it sounds like she's a greedy user, like she want to use everything in the apartment and just suck it all up. What y'all giving Granny? Prison, overdose, or she gonna end up in rehab and get her whole life together? What's up with Granny? What y'all think gonna happen to Granny? Is Granny going to get her shit together, Granny? Or no? Damn, Red. I, I agree. Damn, we on the same page. We on the same page. I got Granny down for overdose. I think Granny. Okay, LS said rehab, and Granny has probably been to many rehabs, and let's hope that that happens. But based on her age, based on her use and the years of use, I'm gonna say that Granny is gonna be found overdosed in that apartment, and ain't nobody gonna find her but that dog. But people be in and out of her apartment, I think. So, stupid Florida, just say how you feel, girl. Ain't nobody listening but us. We, I, Granny, I'm putting you down for overdose. I believe that based on your age, your physical makeup. You know, she's a small lady. It probably don't take many rocks to get her high, but I feel like she a greedy user. So she's out of here. I'm gonna put Granny. I'm putting overdose for you. I'm putting overdose for you. Dead on arrival. Damn. All right, let's go to Naya. We ain't got a few more to go, y'all. Naya. Naya is young. She a little chubby, the heavy set one. She tried to be a stripper a couple of months ago. That didn't work. She always got excuses why her kids is living in hotels. She'll leave them in there to go turn a trick. She be tricking with that African boy that be walking around looking for cooch. She tricks with him. Naya is an excuse. Naya makes a lot of excuses, but I also think Naya has no emotional intelligence, and she's a little bit slow. Naya's slow. So I agree with you guys on Naya, and I put prison for Naya. Jail, prison. I think she'll end up with an extended amount of prison time, like 3 to 5 years. She's gonna do something stupid. Um, because she want quick money. So if somebody come up with a lick for her, you know, somebody come up with a little lick for her, she'll do it, and then she gonna end up in prison behind the shit. She gonna lose custody of her kids, because her mommy ain't going. Her mom is young. Her mom is only in her 40s. Her mom's not raising her kids. She got little kids herself. So Naya, your kid's gonna end up in foster care, and you probably, because of your low emotional intelligence, you gonna let the shit ride. You gonna let them four gonna go, and then you gonna turn around and have four more. That's my prognosis of Naya. Let's pray that that don't happen, but we ain't no dummies, and we damn sure can see the future. Okay? More than a year is definitely more than a year. She gonna do some time. She gonna do something stupid because she's easily tricked. All right. Oh Lord, y'all. Now y'all wait before y'all answer. Take your time, Penelope. What's gonna happen to our girl Penelope? You know that. You know that's my girl. You know that's my girl. Penelope going to prison for an extended amount of time. Is she going to overdose? Or will she accept rehab, get clean, and stay sober for an extended amount of time? Yes, please hit the like button, everybody. Damn, y'all didn't even think about this shit. Damn, Penelope, they didn't even think about it. As soon as I said your name, they start death, dead, overdose. She ain't gonna make it. Well, Penelope, I gotta agree. Penelope has a chronic health issue. She has sickle cell. She's a chronic user. Now, Penelope, you always was messing with your nose for a long time, according to you, even when you had money. Even when you drove to Greensboro in your BMW, you was already snorting cocaine. And then when you can't afford the cocaine, that's when you was trying to cop the crack, and that's where we are today. But we also the fentanyl, the fenny, the fent, whatever y'all call it out there. And I believe, based on the videos that we have seen, that now you are using needles. The last video that I watched of her when she was in the woods or like on the side of a building or something, crying about her mom. Oh, it's my mom. I miss my kids. And I was like, girl. Ghost was like, yeah, 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 blah, blah, blah. And so Penelope, because of her illness and her sickle cell and not taking care of herself, she's on the needle. Yeah, she was all marked up. I have to agree with the chat, and I'm going to go with Penelope is going to probably overdose. But the sad part is she'll probably overdose on the side of the road or in the woods or behind the building, and Rob is going to find her because he do be looking out for her. I know early on he smacked the shit out of her, but they cool down. Rob is probably going to end up finding her, which is going to fuck him up bad. Next up, y'all now take your time. I'm gonna say a name, but I want y'all to really take y'all time. East Side. East Side is the best side. Who fucks with the West Side? East Side is a chronic crackhead. Now I ain't called nobody crackhead this whole time, did I? Did I? But when you think of East Side is the epitome of a crackhead. East Side, if they had a picture of a crackhead in the dictionary, now it would be East Side. It would be East Side. East Side is the epitome of a dirty, stinky, will steal from you, lie to you on the side of the road begging for money just to buy the crack. He is the epitome of a crackhead. But I ain't gonna hold you. When he went to prison and came home, Eastside was looking kind of, he wasn't cute, but he was all right. So based on what we know about Eastside and his health, he don't look healthy. Who is Eastside? A content creator? Hell no. I just said he the epitome of a crackhead. I don't call people crackheads like that, but Eastside is a crackhead. You hear me? Greg loves himself some Eastside. He loves something. What we giving Eastside, y'all? Prison probably trying to rob for drug. Uh, uh, Eastside, Eastside. We gonna give Eastside an overdose. An overdose. I don't see no way around that. I don't see no. Eastside's not going to rehab. I don't see that. I don't see Eastside going to rehab. I don't. I don't think that. I don't. I think he could do rehab, but he has a good family, and they would they would put him in rehab if he wanted to. But his dad is like, you go, call me when you're sober, son. I can't fuck with it. But Eastside will probably be found behind a building gone. So we gonna give Eastside an overdose. Unfortunately. Okay, y'all. We got two more left. Rob. Now y'all hold on for Rob. Rob is 40 something years old. Um Rob is 40 something years old and he has some health problems and he's a chronic user. He's been using for years. What's your prognosis for Rob? What y'all think is gonna happen to Rob? What y'all think is gonna happen to Rob? Rob going to be all right. Okay, Francis. Okay, rehab. Okay. Damn. Alicia said overdose, y'all. Alicia said overdose. Alicia said overdose. One thing about Rob, and I didn't even write this down, but I'm thinking about it now. Rob be really in the street, like trying to fight people and stuff. Rob be like trying to get at people like he can fight so good. So I don't know. He might get mixed up in some bullshit like that and end up getting this behind running his mouth. But I put Rob down for rehab. I say prison because I don't think he'll take the fall for him. I don't know. I think Rob will get up in there. You know, Rob is a crybaby. Rob be crying over everything. If the police got Rob in interrogation, Rob is telling everything, and Lisa is going to back the shit up. So I don't think he would do that. Now, I think he is low key scared of Greg because he knows what he knows. Um, but nah, I got rehab down. I hope rehab for all of them and long term sobriety. But prognosis is prognosis. It's based on behavior and disease. And based on their behaviors and the disease of addiction and what we've seen and how long they've been sick, we can make a prognosis or a prediction about the outcome of what's going to happen to them. And so it's not being mean or, oh my God, you're predicting bad on them. No, they predicting bad on themselves. The last one, he won't take it, but Greg will pin it on him. Maybe. Maybe if I'm facing 20 years, oh yeah, he don't care about them people. Ghosts don't give a fuck about them. If you can pass them drugs allegedly, you don't give a fuck about them. Now the last one is a friend to the show and a friend to the channel. So y'all be careful. Stephanie. The last one is Stephanie. What have we predicted for Stephanie? Prison. Now she don't been to prison. She told us that. Overdose or rehab. What do y'all got for Stephanie? Stephanie does have a history of long term, like she's been sober for a long time, years, for what she shared, but she does have some relapses along the way, but she has sober time now, and she is sober now. So, what do you guys put down for the prognosis for Stephanie? Oh, Stephanie, look at these people. I said the same thing. Rehab. I think if Stephanie starts to get the fuckets and life is getting too tough and she feel like she want to pick up again, I feel like she will go to rehab. She'll call 12 steps. She'll look for help. She will look for help. I'm going to have to say over damn Florida shit. But we the people, anybody is at risk for overdose. Anybody, even the ones that we said might not be, anybody is at risk of overdose. You put those types of chemicals in your body And crack is nothing but chemical. It's damn near snorting rat poisoning. It's poison. And so you put that shit in your body, anybody can overdose. So anybody, any of them is at risk of overdose. But some more than others. She gonna relapse and they gonna set her up again. If she, I hope she doesn't, but if she does, I would never go back around them. I would never. They're gonna whoop her ass. I would never go back around that crowd. Never. On chocolate icing, you something, not that shit. But y'all, there are some of them that I know y'all know Rochelle, Draco, which I don't know his story, Chocolate, Barbie, Amy. I don't really know them like that. And so I didn't add them to this. We were looking at the main players that we've seen that have done most of the videos. And so I would say we were all kind of on the same page. Out of the 14, 4 will go to prison. 6 will overdose, and 4 will have rehab. Draco's in prison. See, I don't know them like that. The word on the street is she the police. Who the police? Chocolate? Oh, wait, I read that wrong. So that's all I got, y'all. That's what I got for today. That was our look at the real right and unsober group of people. One person has been sober for a long time and then relapsed. They're more likely to overdose because their body isn't used to the drugs anymore. Okay, I agree with that. And then they want to get back to where they were. So they don't give their body a chance to build up like the resilience of the drug or whatever. And so now, like if they were smoking 2 bags, they want to get right back to the 2 bags to feel the high. And then next thing you know, they fucked up. They overdosed. Ghosts hate the police. I heard that, but I couldn't see that. I don't know. They're low, when you look at the scheme of things and drug addiction and drugs and all that, these are the users. These are unfortunately the crackheads. These aren't the people that the police department are looking for to stop the drugs from coming into North Carolina. They want the people who are bringing the drugs to North Carolina. And they're not going to give that up. Most of these folks are not going to tell that. They have a person that they contact person that they get drugs from, but they don't know the big dealers. Now, I don't know if certain person is the big dealer or not, but if he is, then yeah, they want him. You live 10 minutes from Stephanie? Oh, wow. Don't go over there bothering Stephanie Pie. Using drugs is like playing Russian roulette. It is. He has had those big charges pending for 4 years. He may have turned to save himself, but save him. I just don't see that as the save. How they would use a person like him is to find the real connects, the real ballers, the ones who's bringing the shit in that's really carrying the weight. What the fuck is VC gonna give the police? You know what I'm saying? What Mike got to get? They're all users. They're nothing in the scheme of things. Honestly, they're nothing. Like, yeah, you can arrest all of them and put them all in jail and say you use drug. Okay, if the police department really wanted to solve the crime of drugs in Greensboro, then arresting all of these people with addiction is not going to solve that. Because once all these people are gone, there are new people already coming up in it. Greg would have to get big weight to supply all those people. Yeah. And then like, okay, I don't know the going prices of what they paying out there, But okay, if you got a baggie of, is a bag of cocaine more than $30 or $20? You know what I mean? Does it make sense to pay in crack if, first of all, if that was, if you're paying someone in crack, is it more expensive to pay in crack or to give them $30 based on the weight and whatever that little baggie costs where they live? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Or if you want to keep them high so that you can continue to have a channel, that's some weird, sick shit. But the world is weird and sick. So if that's the case, then that's the case. But it just doesn't make sense to think, if I've spent all this time and you in your big 40s, you know how people are. People are going to snitch. People are going to tell their story. People are going to eventually tell it. And you're going to go to prison. He has Katie cooking. You think Katie in the kitchen cooking it up? Crack, because they not going to get what money can buy. Okay. Uh, Alicia, I saw Katie making some frying up some chicken. I ain't never seen her making no crack. You think he got Katie back there cooking it up? More money to give in crack. That's way more money to give in crack. That's what I'm saying. So where's the profit margin for him? Like, it needs to make sense. Yes, Katie cooks it. Katie be recooking her stuff. Ew, scraping it from the pot. You know, they be scraping it from the pot and then trying to burn it off the spoon again. And there'll be a little bit left on the spoon. They be burning off the spoon. No, she was cooking powder. Katie is a pimp. We already said that. Katie is a little kingpin of the situation. Katie, Katie be running shit. Oh, I mean, if that's the case of what the room and the rumors are true, obviously it's got to be profitable or it wouldn't make sense. It's immoral. It's fucked up to even consider that, but that's the mindset of any drug dealer. Of course, we can all probably know or somebody who's completely got out of the game. But if you want to be in the game and then make this side money by doing these videos, but you still in the game, that shit is crazy. It's crazy that you can put it all on the internet and think that everybody is a dummy, think that everybody can't think straight and put two and two together. And now all this shit is about to be fall apart. Now, of course, we just can't take the word of one or two people, right? There needs to be receipts. There needs to be evidence. There needs to be proof that that's what happens. $30 of work is $10 out of his pocket. Okay. He gave Katie 500 worth of product and she can cook it and make 2,000. Damn. Hustling backwards. I don't know. It seemed like a lot of work to me. It seemed like a lot of work to me. Katie might cook up 20. I can't see him giving her an 8-ball to cook. I can. I kind of can, because I think that if we looking at this like on the status of like a real like mean ass street dude killing, like I can see the fear in their relationship. Like you know what I mean? Like he's built up enough of a relationship that she would do it and not rob him. You know what I mean? Like out of the fear of however that relationship is. So I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. Somebody said last night or the other night that they think Katie, what's the boyfriend name? The old man. that they think he gonna tell it all. He probably stays right there while she cooks it. That's why he's so comfortable going through their food the way he does. And don't never eat nothing unless it's in a wrapper. But crack stink. Don't he got a nose allergy? Ooh, it's stinking here. Ooh, what's that smell? It's the crack. Maybe a quarter. Okay, Pie is telling us something, honey. Oh, Joel. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. It's making sense. I mean, his homeboy just got busted for carrying heroin with intent to sell. Tyson out here at the allegedly, according to our opinion, and based on what we saw with our own eyes. Tyson is right there amongst everybody who's getting high in the hotels. And now you get busted. Your buddy, your bestie, get busted for heroin. What we think is going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He knows where everything in their kitchen is and can go straight to. Woo! Girl, heads are going to turn, honey. Heads are going to turn. If the police gathers up my list, if they bring all of them in, if they say, we want to confiscate your list, if they take my list and bring all the people into the office, okay, let's go through our list again, y'all. We gotta talk. If the police took my list, and because somebody called and anonymously said to the drug enforcement over in Greensboro, North Carolina, and said this situation is going on. Can you investigate it? And then they say we got a list. The person say I got a list. I mean, the person will say they got a list, and then they take this list and they give it to the police, and then the police gather all of these people up. Let me get my microphone. The police gathers all of these people up. Who's snitching? Who's telling everything? Who's giving it up? Hold on, y'all can't read. You are who you, whatever you hanging out with. Okay. Who called the library? Girl, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Wait, y'all, we got to go through the list. Hi, Ann. Just came to speak to you. Hi. Thank you for coming over. They will investigate it and you will be involved. Girl! Don't say I'm going to be involved. I ain't going to be involved. Don't do that, Florida. I just got a list. All I got is a list. All I got is my list. But we're going to go through this list. Now, imagine, y'all. Now, they don't brought in VC, Marley, Katie, Hollywood, Mike, Ghost, Crystal, Fee, Kiki, Granny, Naya, Penelope, Eastside, Rob, and Stephanie. And now they got them all in one booking room. And everybody looking at each other like, shit. Shit. But then, they separate you. They separate you. Who's snitching? Who's telling everything? Wait. Just put yes or no when I say the names. Damn, Pie, let me get to it first. Is it raining? Okay, the first one is VC. Wait, y'all. Just say it. It's VC snitching. Yes or no? VC, they got VC hemmed up in the interrogation room. He's funky. He's sweaty. He's sleepy. They don't get, because they always feed you when you get to the interrogation. They don't give him a Big Mac. He's snitching. Damn, VC, everybody said you snitch. They got yes for you. I'll snitch for a Whopper and a pack of Newports. Damn. They can get me with some Chinese food. Just get me some shrimp and broccoli. That's all I want, a Diet Coke. I'll be in there. Well, it was 5:52 a.m. and Ghost had told. Okay, okay. Next up, Marley. Is Marley snitching? Yes or no? Where's my super chat sender? I don't know. Is it ain't on there? Where's super chat? Yo, hold on, let me see. Oh, that ain't it. I gotta fix it if it ain't showing. But Marley, what y'all think? Marley snitching? Is Marley snitching? I don't think Marley will snitch right away. I don't think she'll snitch right away because she gonna try to be tough. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say no to Marley right now, only because I don't think she like the police. She ain't gonna want to snitch. But if they start talking years, if they start talking some years, she'll Marley lie a lot. Marley is a chronic liar. She's a liar. So Marley's gonna try to help Ghost, but helping him is gonna fuck him because she gonna come up with some old dumbass story. So I agree with you, Cassie. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no for now. And Marley want the street cred too. You right, Sean. I'm gonna say y'all. I'm gonna say no for Marley. I don't think Marley would give it up like that. I don't think she would give it up like that. All right, y'all. And this is a tough one. Think about this. Katie. They got Katie in the interrogation room. They don't put some vodka in front of her and told her she can't touch it. That she don't sat in there for 3 hours staring at the vodka and that and Crown Royal. And they said, don't touch it, bitch. And is she gonna give up on everything? Is she gonna tell it all? Is she gonna tell it a hard no? It's gonna take a few hours. It's gonna take a few hours. They gonna have to send her back to the cell because she gonna be thinking about her own time. But what the police is gonna tell her that you ain't getting no charges. You exempt from everything. Just tell us you ain't getting no charges. Then they gonna bring the Crown Royal back out and sit that shit right in front of her. And they said you can have a cat foil. Thank you for the super chat. They gonna tell look, y'all. They gonna give Katie a nibble, a snippet of the Crown Royal, and that's how they gonna get it. They don't know. All they gotta do is get her drunk. So Katie is y'all gonna say Katie is going to as quick as you can bat an eye. Okay, immunity. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Immunity. So they gonna tell Katie you ain't gonna get no charges. You're exempt from charges. But y'all saying Katie gonna snitch? I'ma say it'll take her a minute. She ain't gonna be no easy snitch. Oh y'all. Hollywood. Now remember y'all, Hollywood is weak. He gonna be thinking about getting home back to his dog. He gonna be a little bit scared because mama ain't gonna know where he at. He's just a little bird that fell out of a tree with no feathers yet. And now they got him. Now Hollywood is a firecracker. He don't like the police. So he gonna go in there cussing. You think Hollywood snitching? Y'all think Hollywood is gonna snitch? He like a little baby ostrich. Yeah, he like a little. I think Hollywood will eventually snitch, but I don't think he'll go in talking his shit. I think he'll go in telling the police to kiss my white ass, all of that. He ain't gonna snitch for a couple of. He ain't gonna snitch. This is what they gonna do to Hollywood, y'all. I ain't trying to be funny, but you know Hollywood need oxygen to live and shit. They gonna put the oxygen right here in front of them, and when Hollywood start having an asthma attack, you tell us what you got to tell us first. They go tell us what you got to tell us first. That's what they gonna do to Hollywood. Hollywood gonna be gasping for air and shit. Finally, he gonna be like, I can't breathe. A Big Mac. Nope. Hollywood. It's gonna take some time, but they gonna be able to get it out of them. Hollywood and Katie family do got money, but they sick of both of them. They sick of their asses. Oh, we ain't getting to Rob yet, but we all know what Rob gonna do. Okay, Mike. Y'all think Mike snitching? Now think about Mike. Mike is a loyal dude. He's got like he got the Muslim principles. He got some Muslim principles about him. He's a street dude. He's a no snitch type. Nah, Mike will take the charges and he ain't saying shit. He ain't saying shit. Mike ain't saying shit. Mike ain't saying shit. So no, the Muslim principles, he got discipline. Yeah, he ain't saying shit. Mike, we all agree that you would not snitch on the operation of what we think and believe might be going on behind the scenes of Real Right and Uncut. Allegedly, according to us. Nah, unless he finds out something, it's said that he don't write. Right. Right. But see, that's how the police will get him. But I don't believe Mike will believe them, but they might say something like, Gomes told us that you was running this whole operation. Nah, 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 nah. You know how the police be lying to you to try to get you to snitch on somebody. So no, let's just go with no for Mike. Let's just go for no for Mike. Um, okay, well, Junie said ain't nothing to snitch on. So what the fuck he gonna be snitching on? Shit. We didn't talk about Neek and Itty Bitty. Let's go to Crystal. Crystal is an immediate yes. Will Crystal snitch if they get Crystal hemmed up at the police station and say we got an anonymous call that there is a content creator who is giving drugs to the interviewees, and is that true? Because remember, they gonna somehow get this list. They ain't gonna get it from me, but if they get this list, they're gonna bring all these people into the police station and question them. And so, will Crystal snitch? Absolutely. One Crystal, if you watching this, girl, you gonna tell so fast. You gonna be telling them shit they ain't even asked for. You gonna be giving them extra shit that they ain't even know what's going on. I know, right? Chris gonna be trying to get her a man out the situation, Sean. um, so Crystal, we didn't even have to think about it. We know good and goddamn well you gonna snitch, bitch. Fifi and Kiki. Fifi and Kiki, they snitching. For girl, I might do a little anything. I do for four. Well, they don't went up. They $6 now. But I don't eat processed food no more, y'all. I've been delivered. Someone said in the car she started talking. Ooh. All right, so we already said Crystal gonna snitch. What about Fifi, the mom and daughter team? Um, they'll snitch in a heartbeat. Hi, Miss Nisi. They'll snitch in a heartbeat. They don't like him. They will snitch in a heartbeat. They don't like him. And if they tell him we're gonna erase all of your fees and all of your tickets, and you ain't gonna have no probate, Kiki and Fifi will sit. They'll snitch if I call them and tell them I'm gonna send them $1,000. They'll snitch. They will tell me everything and add on some shit. So yeah, allegedly, in my opinion, Crystal asked for a notepad in the car. Damn, for what? What she got to write? Oh, she liked to write. Crystal liked to write her feelings down, so that could have been it. All right, y'all. Granny, is Granny snitching? If they got Granny at the police station and they tell her what they think they know, and I'm doing good. And I'm doing so good on my healthy eating journey. And I ain't been to McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's in 3 weeks. I don't even be looking at them like that. And I got 13,000 points on my McDonald's app, and I ain't gonna use them. I'm gonna see my nieces and nephews, the ones that used to sing my songs. I'm gonna see them. I'm gonna use my points on them. I'm gonna get them the points. I ain't even use them. I ain't use them, man. Um, Damn, y'all coming? Okay, unless look at the old folks will snitch. Girl, we snitching so quick. I'm telling everything. She don't want to be dope sick. You might be right about that. So we gonna go with Granny. Plus, we already said Granny don't like ghosts like that. I think she think he trifling, especially if the rumors are true. I think she look at him like you full of shat. And so yeah, Granny is definitely snitching. All right, Naya. Girl, we ain't even got Naya snitching. Naya snitching to get herself out of trouble. Naya is definitely snitching. Naya telling everything, and she gonna lie and add shit on. Remember, Naya didn't even tell Ghost her real name. That Naya, I think we know Naya as Naya now, but that ain't Naya real name. Naya was lying to Ghost to his face the whole time. So Naya is a liar anyway. Naya is definitely snitching and telling everything to the police. All of it. Penelope snitching, y'all. They got Penelope. Now, they don't got Penelope hemmed up in the police station. She don't sat there for 4 5 hours. She sleep. She's sick. She's just ugh. And they're asking her, "Did you ever get rugs or prugs from you know who? Is this happening? What y'all dusted, busted, and can never be trusted?" What y'all think Penelope gonna do? Is Penelope snitching? Y'all think Penelope gonna snitch? I'm kind of at a. I think she'll lie to get him out of it, but I don't think she gonna snitch. I don't think don't know about. I don't think she gonna snitch. I really don't. I think if what the rumors are is that there's another side to him that will choke you and beat you in your head, allegedly. No, I don't think Penelope would snitch, y'all. I don't. I don't. I don't. I'm gonna put her down as no. I think she'll lie and try to get him out of it, but no. I'm trying to get ready for bed, but you had to get on Nye real quick. Girl, Nye ain't shit. Ain't shit. All right, East Side is better on the East Side than the West Side. They get East Side caught up at the prison, at the jail, at the police station. Is East Side snitching, y'all? Is East Side gonna tell everything he know about whatever he think he know about the situation at hand? Hell no. East Side gonna be in there like, motherfucker, you don't talk to me like that. I don't know nothing. Cause I already told you, East Side is the epitome of a crackhead. East Side, he look like a crackhead. He act like a crackhead. He is a crackhead. So hell no. Eastside ain't telling them people nothing. Eastside cussing everybody out. He ain't telling them nothing. Right? I'm on a roll, girl, ain't I? It's going straight to the padded room. Straight there. Eastside ain't telling nothing though. Pa, shut up. Girl, Pa, they wouldn't even take Eastside's statement. They're not gonna take his statement. Eastside gonna be talking about, yeah, I love rock and roll. Eastside gonna be talking about fish don't burn in the kitchen and beans don't burn on the grill. B-side, Eastside gonna be like yabba dabba doo. Eastside ain't telling them shit. They gonna open the back door and say, that's gonna be Eastside. Eastside gonna be in there singing all the old black sitcom songs. They gonna say, if you don't get your dirty ass, they gonna throw Eastside right out of there. Eastside ain't gonna tell shit. Eastside going good time, yeah, 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 yeah. Eastside ain't telling nothing, okay? All they gonna get out of Eastside is a bunch of 90s sitcom songs. He ain't telling shit, okay? Next up, he gonna be making his own remix, talking shit. They can forget. If they gonna use Eastside to really close the case, Don't even open it. Don't even open it. Eastside don't even know his real name no more. He thinks his name is Eastside. Okay? He could be saying what you talking about. Girl, flipping the page. Now y'all take your time with this. Because we almost finished. We almost done. Rob. They got Rob in a room. He done been there a couple hours. His blood sugar is getting low. They don't told him, we already don't heard from Lisa. Lisa told us all these things. If you don't tell us the truth, then you gonna go to prison. You better tell us the truth. And Rob is in there crying because he a crybaby. He's pouring. The tears are pouring out of his eyes. He's just, water is flowing. Crying a river. Rob me a river. Rob is like, oh, because he's scared that Tyson gonna whoop his ass. So-and-so gonna whoop his ass. He's scared to death. But they said, Rob, if you tell us everything. Once they give him the Kleenex, where my tissues at? Once they get wet, y'all, this they gonna do. Rob gonna be crying. I mean, snot booger tears. But they gonna put the tissues in front of him and they don't touch him. And Rob going, don't touch them. That's what gonna tell Rob. Don't touch them. And Rob, come on, man. I'm sitting here crying like a little bitch. You ain't even gonna let me wipe my tears, man. Come on now, man. Let me wipe my tears at least. Shit. I'm sitting crying like a little bitch. You can have one tissue. So anyway, when I had first met him, he had gave me a bag of rock. And I said, you giving me this? And he said, yeah. And that's really how the shit all started, officer. Oh, y'all, I can't. So I'm assuming that it's a yes. Woo! Y'all are ridiculous. Why y'all got me in here acting like this? Oh God! Once he get the chips and the soda, and he don't wipe. Somebody said when he wiped his eyes, that was a done deal. He was telling everything. Rob telling on everybody, including Ghost Mama, because Ghost do got a mama. He got a mama. He telling everything, all of it, and adding on some too. Oh, McDonald's and Krispy Kreme. Oh, he's shutting the whole operation down. It's done up. Take him to breakfast. Oh, that's it. He might snitch if he get a Krispy Kreme. All of it. Somebody says it's only gonna take a tissue. You ain't gonna give me no tissue, man. I'm sitting here like this, man. I got snot coming out my nose, man. I'm eating the snot and shit, man. Come on now, officer. Let me have a tissue. And once he wipe his face, bitch, it's done up. Y'all hit the like button for your girl. Hit the like button now. We had 91 people in here watching my foolishness. 61 likes. 1 super chat, which I appreciate, but the super chat button is open and it's working. Okay? Woo! So anyway, okay, that's Rob. Teddy, is that you, Ted? TB, we said that. But the police are going to give him immunity, and they're going to move him out of the state. The police are going to have to relocate Rob. He's going to be in the witness protection program. They're going to already set that up for him. And if he want to take Lisa, he can. But he's going to be moved out of the state because if not, he's going to get his ass kicked. Okay? What about Philly the Crier? Who is Philly? Right. Okay. I don't know who Philly is. All right. The last one is a friend to the show, Miss Stephanie, who has already been talking a little bit. But let's just say they got Stephanie at the police station. She snitching? Is she snitching? They got her at the police station. Stephanie, I'm an immediate hell yeah. Hell yeah, Stephanie telling it. I think part of it is the fact, I think for Stephanie, it's like for her and probably for other people who will get sober, um, oh, Tim, um, because of other people who will get sober, I think they're going to have a sense of how fucking dare you do that to me when you knew I was in this addiction. I'm in the worst hell of my life. And you added to it by getting me high. I think that's the underlying anger that the sober ones are feeling when they come forth and say, you know what, this is what was happening. This is the shit that was happening. And so I think that's it. It's like the audacity because, it's like they don't when you don't have empathy for people and you don't give a fuck about them, then you don't care about their life, their well-being, the people that love them, the family. You don't consider any of that, especially when you are a drug dealer. You don't care. Not to mention what you're doing to the community as a whole by playing your part in the destruction of the community and the destruction of families and all of that, which is why it's so disturbing. It's so fucked up that if those allegations are true that it was going down like that. That's what really, is the really fucked up because then now as a community we have all of these people whose lives are fucked up and destroyed. And not only them, they have children, they have grandchildren, and it becomes this overwhelming problem, community problem, that is getting worse and worse and worse in this country. And the prognosis for all of them is not good. It's not good for any of them, because of the nature of addiction. Will be Rochelle. Hold on. She is the one that has everything to lose and knows where all the bones are buried. The minded take accountability for their actions. Yes, they do. And then they start to really look at situations with a clear eye. Like, you actually did that shit to me. I was at my worst. And then you smile in my face, but then you give me what's killing me. How fucking dare you do that to me? What kind of insanity is this? What kind of monster are you, you bitch? And that's when they're exposing it, if that is the truth, right? If that is the truth, now they're exposing it. It's the same type shit that went on with the other channel that I talk about, Atlanta Street Interviews, that these women thought that this man had some sort of caring feeling about them. He finds them on the street, takes them back to his house, has sex with them. He's impregnated two women off of his channel. One had the baby, one aborted. You're a piece of shit ass motherfucker. Period. They ain't gonna pay me a dime for this video. You are a horrible human being. And that is the way I see it. If the rumors are true and if everything comes out and this is what it is, you're a horrible human being for doing that to somebody. But then also acting like you give a fuck about them when you clearly don't. Allegedly, according to the rumors. I don't know Rochelle that well. Is Rochelle the one that when we saw her, she was pregnant, living in an apartment, she had a baby, they kept the baby, and her baby is in foster care? Okay. I skip over her videos. I'm really in tune more into the regulars. I really am. And that's a TJ, that's another red flag that something seedy is going on. Is seedy the word? Something salacious? Not me. Something underlining meanness, underlining fear. It shouldn't be that way. If what you're presenting to us, seedy girl, If what you're presenting to us is that you're the content creator, you're doing a video about these families, about these people, and you go home and that's it, why are they afraid of you? There's no reason for them to be afraid of you, right? But if there's this underlining, I'm scared of you, not because they scared they're not going to get the money. I get that. I get that. But is it more than that? And then if it's more than that, now it makes more sense about the rumors, right? It's no reason for them to be afraid of him. And Tyson, they're afraid of Tyson because Tyson punch you in the face. Tyson will punch you in the face. Tyson will punch you in the face. Tyson, they should be afraid of Tyson because Tyson ain't gonna let them, do what they do all over the property of whatever hotel he called himself working at, fronting for something else. Because who was you selling that heroin to? Allegedly, according to the police report and the mugshot that we all saw from the Doxin channel. Because there's definitely a Doxin channel in this sector. And if that's what you want to do, you keep right on doing it, and we'll keep right on looking at your receipts. I swear I'm waiting for just one person to be like, who the fuck talking to? Okay. I heard Mike say that to him, though. I heard Mike say that, like, who are you talking to? Like that. But, like, seriously, like, who the F you talking to? Because he be getting a little indignant. Like, first of all, you dipstick, you over here to take a video. It's not that fucking serious. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Who the hell you think you're talking to? Man has never respected the friend the fiend. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They don't even see the fiend as a person. Who you think coined crackhead? They did. Ghost was selling drugs. She said he used to sell it top. Damn, Dwight. Dwight done came in here with some new information, child. So, okay, so this is how it went down. All right, let's do a video. Here's $30. And then he'll turn around and say, here's the crack. Give me back my $30. Is that how it went down? I treated my customers with respect. Champion telling us something. Champion said she treated her customers with respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't let them do whatever. You know what I mean? Males are more, females in the game is a little different, although there are some vicious females in the game also. However, just the selling of the product that we know is hurting the person, hurting their children, hurting their family. It's just a vicious cycle. Taco Tuesday, girl. Drug addicts are worse. They always trying to get over. Well, they trying to get as much as they can get out of the little money that they got. So they gonna rob, steal, and if they got to, good of ghosts. But the more I watch, it's going downhill. Well, the more people talking, the more we all saying, damn. The more they talking, the more we looking like. I remember when he forced Rob to apologize to his kid. Yeah, it was given power. It was like a movie. It was like that. It was given, you better do it. And then when he had Tyson beat Rob up, that was all still being mad about whatever Rob and Lisa said about his kid. That's what that was. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Does he not watch VC Lives nightly? They do too much on. I've never watched, I can't say never. Before VC got his channel taken away, the first channel, I did watch it and I was just like, VC, put on a shirt. I could smell you through the phone. I can't watch you. But I heard him and Marley over there begging for cash apps and shit. But yeah, he's vindictive. Yes. That was a whole vindictive. You gonna talk to my son like that or talk about my son? He ain't never forgot that, and he will always be ready to do some evil shit to Rob. is the channel name. VC, it's just plain old VC. It's just plain old VC. Let's see what VC got going on, y'all. It's just plain old VC. Y'all gotta get a new backup phone. This burner phone done burnt out. Open, you dummy. Um, but VC, like we said, VC is snitch in a minute because VC don't like him either. The more he mistreats them, and not even physically, I'm not talking about, but just verbally talk to them any kind of way because he doesn't have respect for them as fucking human people, human beings with families that love them, and them just being human and being kind to people. VC was begging for Cash App with the doorman in the room and smoking for money online. He gonna lose that channel too. He lost the other channel because his drawers fell around his ankles, didn't he? And he stop. And he lost the channel. He gonna lose this channel too. This phone about to die. Let me just put in VC. Let's see what the hell VC talking about. VC. Be lit, but they throw shade at ghosts. There's another VC, and that ain't the VC we talking about. They ain't like regular high people. High people talk. I mean, we need more alcoholics because alcoholics will tell all the shit when they drunk. Except KD, she don't tell shit. Cause KD getting more to benefit from everything. KD is getting the benefit. That's why she ain't telling nothing. Let's go VC and Marley. See, can I find them like that? Okay. I'm like, why the hell they ain't telling more, y'all? Why? This is VC, y'all. Y'all know what VC look like. That's VC, but I don't see VC's channel. Stephanie just dropped another video battling addiction, anxiety, and depression. If y'all want to go check out Stephanie's latest video. Right, the mumble a little bit of the ink. Oh, but uh, y'all give Stephanie some time. She gonna get it together. Give Stephanie some time. Here go Tracy. Remember Tracy from the channel? Tracy's not doing well. If anybody like to send Tracy over a cash app, she's struggling right now to pay her for her medication. Yeah, you gonna tell everybody secrets, and they over there closed mouth. Open your mouth. You're high as hell. Just go on and tell us. Oh, here it's VC and Marley. Is that the name of the channel, y'all? VC and Marley. They got 11 subscribers. Oh, maybe this ain't them. Who the hell is this? Y'all got me done clicked on somebody. Look at this. That ain't them. Unsubscribe. This little boy over here thinking I want unsubscribe, child. But there's a channel called VC and Marley, but that ain't who we looking for. Red says Stephanie's story. We gonna give Stephanie some grace and let her tell her stories. Let's see what Stephanie is with subscribers. Cause she's doing pretty good. Stephanie is doing pretty good. Stephanie, she's at 2.5. She's at 2,000 subscribers. And her very first video got 10K. That's excellent. That is excellent. She got 10K. Her next one got 7.4, 6K. She's doing really good. She already got enough subscribers to get part of the like she's going to be monetized if she gets enough hours. But she may want to get that together. She gonna get it together. Stephanie gonna get it together. Sometimes, drugs destroy your brain cells. They really do. Even when people recover, they still be a little bit, a little bit woo-hoo. It you really have been putting a poison in your brain. So they don't be together like that, even after they sober. Wait, VC and Molly have a channel together. I don't know if it's together, but this phone is about to die. I don't know if it's together, but VC does have a channel. And I knew the old channel before he got it, before it went demonetized. And I don't even think it ever was monetized, but he lost it because his drawers fell down under his feet or something like that. Had a stroke once out of his face, looks bad. We already said, P, you came late. We already said VC gonna overdose, and it's gonna be part of because of his weight, medical issues, and he just looks a fucking mess. So we already don't said VC. The outcome for VC, the prognosis for VC is not looking good at all, at all. Tie them damn strings up, and then don't even want to put on no drawers. That house must smell like ass. Who you think? Okay, y'all, here we go. We got another vote, and this is gonna be it because I gotta go to bed. Who do you? Okay, if I give you $1 million, this is our final poll of the night. $1 million, but you have to live a month in either VC's apartment or over there with Katie in Hollywood. They're all going to be home. You're going to live with them for 1 month. Now, we all want the $1 million, so we got to pick. Where you stand at? Katie's? Thank you, PB. Thank you. I appreciate you. Who house you staying in? Katie in Hollywood or VC? Everybody's got to vote. And then I'm going to tell you where I'm. No. Sean, you got to tell us. You got to say it. You getting $1 million? 1 month. Where you stand at? Now, let's look at what's going to happen. Hollywood walks around naked. Hollywood is naked. And he might want to hunch. Okay? Hollywood is naked. Katie's boiling crack on the stove. Mike is in the kitchen with his funky feet. The dog is running around and hunching on you too. But you're going to live at Mike and Katie's for a month. And when you're done, Ghost is going to give you $1 million. Or a bushel of crack. What you going? Where you staying at? Let me think. Now, VC over in the projects. VC house is very dirty. It's stinky. Every user around town is in his house. VC might try to take you in the boom boom room and do very nasty things with you while you're a guest in his home. You're going to be there a month. VC, don't nobody want to stay at your house. Because I'm going to KD and Hollywood. Bed sheets, I keep hunting holes. Girl, you better stop. Okay. I'm going to Hollywood and KD's. I am. I'm going to tell Crystal, get the fuck out my room. Because I'm staying in the middle room. And I'm just going to be there. I'm going to come out, watch TV with everybody. I'm going to watch them do what they do. And I'm going to go back in my room. I'm going to lock my door. And when I see Hollywood walking around, running around naked, I'm just going to ignore them or put them in a headlock and say, if you even think you're going to touch me, I'm going to knock the shit out you. Well, that was our last. We went through a lot tonight. Let me go over what I went over. Let me give you the summary. I've contacted Ghosts, and I said, Ghost, the people in the street said you be giving these people drugs. Is it true or not? You know, because I'm a fake ass journalist, and I did take one journalism class in college, and I almost had a scholarship in high school, and I turned it down. So I remember that I'm supposed to ask the people first, give them a chance. Now, if he doesn't respond back, I'm making that video anyway. I reached out to Stephanie. Stephanie, did Ghost give you drugs? I saw you posted. I mean, I saw your comment. You said he did, but I'm, as a journalist, I'm trying to find out for myself. Um, God could have been rich living in Connecticut. Probably would have married a man with money. Girl. Anyway, that didn't happen, okay? All right, so then after that, I came prepared for the live tonight, which is maybe why I needed a nap. But I had all 14 people from Real Right and Uncut, and we went through each of them, and I said, what is the prognosis? Will they end up in prison, overdose, or rehab? And we went through all of that. Marcus is, if we had to compare, not everybody knows Marcus, though. Not everybody knows Marcus. Marcus is the content creator, y'all, who has a channel, a street sector channel. He has sex with the women on his channel, some of them too pregnant. And then we got Ghosts and the allegations against Ghosts. So who's worse? So anyway, that is what we did. We had some comparisons, who would snitch, who would ride out with Ghosts. And then then I asked, who house you sleeping in for a month? Where would you stay? And most of you picked Katie and Hollywood. And I think that's nice. Because that's where I would stay. That's pretty much what I would do. Um, Snitch list. Betty don't Betty, and that would be a short list because Betty said she don't know shit. Betty said she don't know nothing. So watch the replay. I wish that the replays would let us do the like you can show like like what I was talking about at each time. What is that? The transcript. I can't figure out how to put the transcript on there so that you can go to exactly like what you would be interested in. Marcus is the worst because he did get two of them pregnant with his dirty, stinky ass. The timestamps. I don't know how to do that on a live video. I know how to do it on a pre-recorded, but after the live is done, it doesn't show me how to put the timestamps in the comment section. If I knew how to do that, I would do that, and then people can just go to what they were interested in. But guys, I don't think you can do it for a live PB. I don't, because I looked to try to figure it out. But thank you guys for waiting for me. I did have to take that nap. I was sleepy. I was tired. Um, Tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Probably the same subject from another angle. I'll figure something out. But maybe Ghost will reach back out to me and I'll share that with you guys. And we'll talk about that. He might cuss me out and I'm going to cuss him the fuck back out. The fuck you think you talking to? He gonna get all of this, bitch. Who the fuck you think you I cussed out the yo. Why the doctor tried to get my thumbnail my community wall taken down. And YouTube said ain't nothing wrong with that. She just told you to stop sucking ghost dick. Well, I mean, you do, but that's what YouTube said in my head. But anywho, I don't lost my train of thought, child. And that's because I'm hungry. He got court tomorrow, so he might not answer. Oh, girl, his mind is on court. Y'all keep me abreast of that. So we can see what's going to happen with that. The channel might be gone anyway if they keep him. The channel might be gone. Then everybody going to snitch. Everybody going to snitch. If he go to jail, everybody going to tell exactly what it is. I can't eat nothing else. I'm fasting. I'm in my fast right now. I can't eat nothing else tonight. All I can do is drink. Honestly, I'm really not even hungry. Today, all I had was a yogurt, some granola, and two ghetto tacos that I made at the house. That was it. I'm going to pass out. Yes, I'm fasting. I fast for like 12 hours a day. So I only eat for like 8 hours. I only usually only eat like one or two things. Don't say that, Red. It's healthy. I know I gotta force myself to eat more. But I really don't have time. But I do intermittent fasting. Yeah. Fasting is awesome. I can't get past I'm sorry, I'm lying. I do 8 hours, PB. I do 8 hours. I do 8 hours of fasting. Red, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. I eat yogurt. If I feel like my blood sugar is low, I won't go to bed like that. So I might like eat some granola or I'll eat like yogurt or something like that. But I eat I break my fast with a yogurt and then I'll eat something. But I stop eating like at 7 p.m. Eat a piece of cheese. That might be a good y'all. When I went to the store today because I knew I was gonna make like a taco. Why I left the cheese and the sour cream in the cart because it ain't at the house. And then when I looked on my receipt, because I know I put it in the cart, it wasn't on the receipt, so I never paid for it. So it must have just been in the cart. That was the best part. So my tacos were disgusting. It was just some meat, and I had some old cheese, and I put that in it. And then I did get the salsa, but it was nasty. I don't like protein drinks. You right, I will get some string cheese. I didn't think about that. That would be good too, right? Just that like I can break a fast with like string cheese, like some nuts, something like that. Will keep you thin. Great advice from the mindset of a girl, and they was thin, and they were thin. My grandma told me to have sex if I wanted to get the bumps off my face. So, girl, granny. She gave all of us that same advice. Like, if you want to get them bumps off your face, you're going to have sex. My little sister is still devastated. I was like, girl, I already been doing it, but okay. Yeah, she was like, have sex if you want to get them teenage bumps on. Ah! TJ woke up. TJ fell out the bushes to laugh at that shit. Nasty. Nasty. Like right, Red, that's good too. Like a piece of like some turkey, some thin turkey. What the hell? Y'all about to have a stroke. I must be hungry. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for the super chats. We are at day 11. Tomorrow we will do day 12. I got to come up with something. I'll probably make my thumbnail. You're on Zip It, girl. Me too. Um, I got another one, not Ozempic, but they all the same. Another GP1. Is it a GP1? Because I was on these, and this shit didn't work. Not that. Not these patches. They didn't work for me. But they have the GP1 patches too. But I needed something strong. I need to stick myself with something. I know, Red. That's the problem. I'm telling you, that's why I'm not eating too, y'all. I am doing intermittent fasting, but I'm also on the shot. And this is my third week of being on the shot. Random snacks that's are healthy. My stomach paralyzed. It don't empty. How you empty it? You got to do it. You got to do it physically, like manually. I love boiled eggs. My weight loss was. Oh, I'm glad you survived it. I know, Red. How do you get yourself to eat? You just say like I gotta eat, because literally me just having a yogurt today and two nasty tacos is crazy. You're on Adderall and Ozempic. I have zero appetite. Yeah, Adderall is gonna take your appetite away. Stay hydrated. I know that's what everybody telling me. Feeding tube. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, you can't take anything by mouth. How long have you been on Ozempic, Red? Like, where are you at with your weight loss and stuff? Champ, don't do that, Champ. When nobody wants you to be in here playing with no Adderall, girl. That should have killed you. Adderall is addicting. That's why they shouldn't give it to kids. But Adderall is nice because it's long lasting versus Ritalin. But I wouldn't give my little kid no Adderall. Some of them parents be wanting the Adderall for themselves. You ain't slick. The kids be like, "You don't let me give me my medicine." But I say, why the fuck is she feeling it every 30 days? Oh, okay. Damn, Red. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. I'm on the ecstasy bag. Girl, champ, stop. But I ain't no fiend. My rent paid for a year and I'm retired. Miss Ma'am, that can still kill you. Don't you be over there hallucinating? Mm-mm. Fuck all that. I don't want to be, no, I got to be in my right mind, bitch. Hell no. See, I would be a bad drug dealer, if drug addict. If I was a drug addict, first of all, I'm going to be a hoe. I got to be. That's the only way I'm going to get the money. I wouldn't make it long. I wouldn't. Girl, you be lit all right. You be in la la land. You be in la la land. I can't be in la la. Fuck la la land. I can't do it. That's why I don't drink. I'm 90 days weed free. Oh, y'all clap it up. Clap it up for pie. God bless you. 90 days because that shit ain't no good for you either, especially this new weed. When I'm sober, I watch your vids. When I'm high, I just be listening to me. Well, I ain't gonna tell you to keep getting high to watch my vids, girl. I got curves where curves are supposed to be, but being on Adderall and Ozempic is hard to eat. I bet it is. To your channel because of the come down you was on my internet. Oh, you have to exercise. I know, Red. I don't want the flabbies. I don't want the flabbies. And I keep promising that I'm going to be going to the gym. I had already told myself years ago I would never join another gym because it's a waste of money. I'm not going to go. I'm going to make every excuse in the world. I think what I'm just going to do is because I can go to classes for like $5 a class. When I want to go, I'll do that. But I can walk around my neighborhood. I have walking paths in my neighborhood. I'm just gonna walk. PB, you run 2 miles a day. That would be a goal for me. I would love that. A watermelon fast. I would pee on myself from that. You pee too. I can't do no watermelon. I only like watermelon in the summer. Housework with music. That's a good thing too. You gonna walk your ass off the bingo, girl? You gonna get me going back to bingo? I gave up bingo. I like that fast money of the machine. I like the machine. Bow, 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 bow. Ding, 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 ding. I like that. Red, I bet you'll be cleaning the hell out of that house, especially on that Adderall. Unless it's chasing the ice cream truck. How dare you? You can walk. You can get a bike. I had a bike, but the mice ate my seat off in my shed. Now I don't have no bike. I had a bike. Yeah, Adderall have you zipping and doing. It's supposed to be slowing you down. Do light lifting. Okay. I gotta do something. I know I do. But hell, it's so oh my god, y'all don't it's so cold here. But I know I do. Separate bags for pennies, dimes, will have you very yeah. Girl, you know them drugs is destroying your liver and your kidneys. Don't do that. And your brain. And your brain. I like eggs. I buy them already boiled, so I don't even have to go through that. Sometimes I want to call the neighbors and ask them to clean. Oh my God, Red, you got a lot of energy. You need to start a cleaning business down so I can focus. Crazy how it affects everyone differently. That's true. Well, that's what it really is supposed to do. Adderall, but Adderall is addicting, so you just got to be careful with it. Um, a fruit smoothie. My sister is a juicer, and she's supposed to. I'm gonna taste some of her juices. I'm gonna see her in the next couple of days. I just be so quick to say I don't like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make some. Oh, I like tuna salad. Focus on energy. Sometimes I fall. Okay. Thank you guys for all of the advice. But I will see you tomorrow at day 12. I will come up with something that we're going to talk about. Um, and, it is what it is. Thank you and good night. Bye.